Hello guys, this is Itjustoneguy and I'm back here with my Mistborn project, and I've changed quite a bit of few things up. So let's just go in game and see what I've done. Okay, the first thing you can see is that I changed the UI up so it's a bit more metal to follow the motif of the books a little bit better, and I feel it looks a bit smoother. The second thing I've done is I've added two new metals, copper and iron. And so let's just go through some of the abilities because I've added new abilities too. The first thing I've done is change how steel push works. So now when you steel push, you only push the object in front of you. And this is just so you can have a bit more accuracy, and you can specify the specific object you want to push. And then we have steel blast. And this will push every metal object away from you. Now next on that we have iron pull. That'll pull one object in front of you. Well, not one, but it'll push the object directly in front of you that's metal. It'll pull it towards you. And then we have iron blast, which pulls every metal object within a distance to you. It's not going to pull everything from everywhere, just within, I believe, 20 feet or maybe 30 or 40 feet. And you can do cool things like this now. And all these will damage the enemy. If I go over here and then I iron pull all of those bricks, you can see it not only knocked them back, but it also damaged his health. So you can get something like this off. The steel blast is a lot more ineffective because the way it works in the books is it just pushes stuff away from the enemy. So you can only push things away from you. Before I had it where you could kind of direct it by the direction he's facing, but I decided to change it to be more accurate to the books. And in the books, it just pushes the metal object straight away from you. So let's just reset all that. One cool thing I found out you could do with the iron pull is because you have the ability to push away from metals using steel. And I'm gonna add pulling yourself towards iron later in. But right now you can use the steel and iron powers to do this, to essentially fly. If I jump and then move back, that was too far away. If I jump and then move back while doing an iron pull. Oh, had the iron pull, iron blast. Forgot the iron pull only pull things directly in front of me. So, ooh. Yeah, right now the enemy's just keyed the jump right now because I'm trying to get the AI to use all the powers. So right now if I jump above a certain height, he'll jump to follow me. But let's just try flying. And you can see that I can essentially fly by pulling the metal objects towards me while using it to push back on you using steel and iron, which is actually pretty interesting. I didn't expect this to actually happen. And it won't run out until your iron runs out, but you'll run out of iron really fast doing this. And it's kind of hard to do because you can't pull the object too far back. Anyway, I thought that was pretty cool. Now let's go on to some of the other things I've added. Let me just edit the enemy real quick so he doesn't have any powers. I'm in the wrong script. Let's go to powers. And right now he can use 10 and he can use pewter, which is going to change that. Okay, and he's not set up to attack. Let's just give them the ability to chase us, and give them the ability to attack us. Okay, now I've set up the AI to be able to do every attack that the player can do. So now you can see he's using all the combos the player can do. And he could actually knock you out, knock you down, and just do a bunch of stuff to really mess you up. And this required me to completely rewrite the attack system, but it's a lot simpler. And now he can, well, he can do any attack you can do. And he also has AI functions like strafing and dodging. I've also added air attacks. You see, if I jump and then do that, it'll attack. And if I jump and use the heavy attack, it actually has that little kick, which is really useful because it auto zooms to the player. So even if you're not directly targeting the enemy, it'll still hit them. Well, not hit them, but aim you towards it. Let me just stop them from attacking. So let me give you a good example. If I jump from here, okay, we have to stop the player from jumping too. When I designed it, the player couldn't jump. So if I attack from here and use the heavy hit, you can see it aims me towards the enemy, but I'm too far away to hit it. I mean, hit the AI. But it always try to aim you as close as possible to the target you want to attack. So you can even jump from back here and do a little attack. It'll aim you towards them, but it won't give you an auto hit. And then we have the light attack jump hit, which is just a kick. That aims too, but it's less accurate than the heavy attack. So there's still a bit of player input in it, but it's a lot easier just to aim it. Now that's the only attack that the AI can't do right now. And last, I think that was all that I changed. Yeah, I rewrote the AI system, and then I changed the UI. Oh, I added in copper. Copper is kind of complicated to explain. Let me just go over it real quick. We'll give the enemy, we'll give the AI some Allomancer abilities. And the first one we're going to do is give them a 10 ability, and then a pewter ability. Now you can see normally if I use bronze, I can see his allomantic waves. But if I just pause it and I give him the ability to use copper, you can see I can no longer see his allomantic waves. He's still an allomancer, but I can't see his abilities because they're being blocked. And this happens if the enemy is either using copper or in a copper cloud. That doesn't, however, stop you from seeing his sound waves. So you can still pick him up with 10, but you won't be able to tell that he's an allomancer. And this happens if the enemy is either using copper themselves or they're in a copper cloud, which is going to be one of the abilities. So you can see if I just change it so he's no longer using copper, I can see his allomantic pulses again. Let me just turn my 10 off. And you have the ability to use copper too. And now the latest thing I'm working on is I'm trying to get the AI to use every elementic ability. So that's why I've been working on the jumping. And here's the result of that. Let's see. Change the AI so it can chase us. And you can see right now I just got it set up. If I jump above a certain height, yeah, it's just that pink thing because I don't have a texture on the, I think it's the line renderer or the trail renderer right now. And he's got pewter powers right now. Let me just take away his powers. And take away. Now it should look a little better. See, if I jump above a certain height, he'll try to follow me, and he'll do his best. Right now, I didn't put a limit to how high he could jump. I am going to do that later, but it's pretty funny to watch him jump really, really far. Sometimes you need a 10 to track him because he can jump any distance. And he can really get some height. Which I thought was pretty cool. And he even uses the animations that I set up for the player. As you can see, he'll do a little roll and then a little trip animation. It's not quite solid yet, but it's pretty good. He can land anywhere, and he set up to land on the nav mesh, so he'll never mess up and not land on the nav mesh. And he can pretty much follow you anywhere doing this. Let's see. The only thing he has a little bit of trouble with is slopes. But to be fair, well, my character has a bit of the player has a bit of trouble with slopes too. You can see if I try to get him to jump. Wait, up here. He kind of has a little bit of trouble with it. But that's all the changes I made for today. Thank you for watching.